Okay, so good day taong bayan. Nabalitaan nyo naman po siguro na to. So this is basically breaking news. Kakalabas lang po talaga ng decision na to. And as a matter of fact po, patapos na sana yung edit dun sa latest update sa video ni FPRRD. Pero bigla po akong sinabihan ng staff ko na may decision na daw yung Supreme Court dun sa petition for certiorari ni VP Sara, kung saan gusto po ni VP pa-declare as unconstitutional yung 4th impeachment complaint filed against her. Okay, so again, this is breaking news and very fresh po. So ngayon, panoorin po natin tong press briefing ni Attorney Ting, yung spokesperson po of the Supreme Court.
Next. The Supreme Court has ruled that the House impeachment complaint versus VP Sara Duterte is barred by the one-year rule and that due process or fairness applies during all stages of the impeachment process. I quote.
Okay, wait lang. So yung ground nila, kaya nila dineclare as unconstitutional is the one-year bar rule. So ibig sabihin po niyan ngayon, yung mga multiple impeachment complaints, may 4 pong final lahat, nagdoble-doble na yun siya. Yung isa doon, either complaint 1, 2, or 3, posibleng na considered na siya as initiated by the Supreme Court. Therefore, mag-a-apply na yung one-year bar rule. Yun yung ginamit na ground dito ng Supreme Court. Okay?
Our fundamental law is clear. The end does not justify the means.
Of course.
There is a right way to do the right things at the right time. This is what the rule of just law means. This is what fairness or due process of law means, even for impeachment. End of quote.
Okay, so comment muna tayo. Basically, parang ano lang yun, mga motivational messages ng Supreme Court na when you do something daw, hindi mo dapat siya i-railroad or may gawin kang kung ano-ano para lang magawa mo yung gusto mo. Tapos, in the process, sa paggawa mo ng gusto mo is nakakasagasa ka na or may nasasaktan ka or may naapakan kang tao or mga karapatan po ng ibang tao. Yun yung basically yung point no ng sinabi dito ng spokesperson po ng Supreme Court.
In a unanimous decision today, July 25, 2025, the Supreme Court en banc declared the articles of impeachment against Vice President Sara Duterte unconstitutional, noting that it is barred by the one-year rule under Article 11, Section 3, Paragraph 5 of the Constitution, and that it violates the right to due process enshrined in the Bill of Rights. Therefore, the Senate could not acquire jurisdiction over the impeachment proceedings. However, the court said it is not absolving Vice President Duterte from any of the charges against her. But any subsequent impeachment complaint may only be filed starting February 6, 2026. The case stemmed from 4 impeachment complaints against Vice President Duterte. The first 3 were filed before the House by private individuals and different groups on December 2, 4, and 19, and 2024. A 4th complaint was lodged by a resolution approved by more than 1/3 of the House members of the 19th Congress on February.
Okay, so basically yun na yung dulo talaga naputol. Wala na akong mahanap na actual full coverage nito. Kahit sa Supreme Court website, wala po silang walang link dun sa live stream nitong press ko nila. Or siguro wala pang live yung Supreme Court website talaga. Pero anyway, yung pinaka main point po kung makikita natin, yung unang important, sabi po dito ni Attorney Ting, yung spokesperson, unanimous decision daw po. So when you say unanimous decision, lahat po ng parties who were involved dun sa decision-making process voted in favor dun sa decision na to na nilabas nila. So kung yung 15 justices po yung nag-participate talaga sa paglabas ng decision na to, ibig sabihin 15 sa kanila voted in favor without anyone dissenting. Okay? Yan po ibig sabihin ng unanimous decision. So from there, makita nyo po talaga na yung justices, pare-parehas yung tingin nila na there was a clear constitutional violation po in relation to the one-year bar rule dun sa impeachment complaints filed against Vice President Sara Duterte. Okay, so take note po, hindi po siya majority decision, but this is a unanimous decision po. So it's a clear showing po talaga na may klarong violation ng Constitution natin dito sa pag-impeach po kay Vice President Sara Duterte. And And then yung isa pang sinabi dito ng spokesperson po is that one of the reason daw is it violated the Bill of Rights, specifically the right to due process po ni VP Sara. So I am assuming po for the Supreme Court, kailangan din sigurong may chance mag-respond dito yung accused or yung respondent dun sa committee on justice level. Baka yun po yung side dito ng due process na minimension. Although wala pa kasi tayong clear copy, wala pa po tayong actual copy ng decision, wala pa po sa Supreme Court website. Kaya hindi ko po makita kung ano yung, paano in-explain yung violation ng right to due process ng Supreme Court. Pero yung due process kasi, this involves of course the right to be notified of the allegations against you and the right to explain or defend yourself. So kung yan po yung basic principles ng due process, so more or less baka kailangan pa sumagot sa committee level po ng isang accused or respondent, which in this case is hindi na bigay kay VP Sara. So again, this is not the actual reasoning pa. I'm just making assumptions pa lang po kasi wala pa po tayong actual decision. So based lang po to sa general stock knowledge ko po on the right to due process yung ina-explain ko. Yung next po dyan, ang sabi po ng Supreme Court dito is that since unconstitutional nga yung articles of impeachment, therefore the Senate never acquired jurisdiction over the impeachment proceedings po. Kasi of course, if the subject matter of a case po is null and void for being unconstitutional, everything that emanates or resulted from that foundation, which is unconstitutional, will also be declared as null and void. So kahit na po na-transmit yan dun sa Senate, since unconstitutional na yun siya ngayon as declared by the Supreme Court, pagdating doon, unconstitutional pa rin yun. Hindi po maayos or maki-clear yung defect niya of unconstitutionality. Okay? So yan po yung isa rin na kailangan or important na ma-take note po natin. Hindi daw porque tineclares unconstitutional yung impeachment proceedings or articles of impeachment is that automatically absolved si VP Sara of potential or possible or pending criminal charges filed against her. So the reason for that, although again this is just an assumption, general stock knowledge ko na lang po to, and the reason for that is because the impeachment is purely political in nature po. It is a political process and yung mga administrative criminal cases po is separate from it. So kung makasuhan po ang isang impeachment respondent ng criminal cases, kailangan pa rin niya sagutin yon kasi magkaiba po yan sila ng cause of action more or less. Again, the impeachment process is purely political, whereas yung criminal administrative is just like the nature of the case, criminal po yung aspect nun or administrative as the case may be. Okay? So more or less yan po yung reason or possible explanation ng Supreme Court. But again, this is just stock knowledge ko na lang po kasi wala pa po tayong kopya po ng actual decision. And then, lastly po, ang sinabi ng Supreme Court dito, yung next daw na pwede i-file na is sa February 6, 2026 na po, yung pwede na next i-file na impeachment. And that is because nga barred na siya by the 1-year bar rule under the Constitution natin. So yung tinake note po ng Supreme Court dito, yung February 5 na mga complaints is yun yung cut-off period. So deemed initiated na yung impeachment nung February 5. So I am very excited po basically to see this decision kasi gusto ko po makita kung yung mga arguments ko ba, yung mga explanations ko from way back pa po nung February. Ako, I can proudly say po, I was one of the first few who made legal arguments on the constitutionality of this impeachment process. So I want to see po kung yung explanation ba eventually ng Supreme Court is more or less pumasok ba dun yung mga pinagsasabi ko or mali-mali ba? Kasi exciting lang po talaga for me as a litigant, as a litigator. So para lang makita natin kung tama yung legal database at mga assessment natin of mga legal matters, specifically yung constitutional law natin in relation to applicable facts. Okay, so anyway, hanggang dyan lang po yung video na to kasi wala na tayong makitang other information or data pa. But at present, in summary po, the Supreme Court has already declared as unconstitutional the impeachment complaints filed against Vice President Sara Duterte for violating the 1-year bar rule. Okay? So kung gusto nyo po mapanood yung mga luma kong impeachment videos, check nyo na lang po sa playlist ko. Meron pong playlist yan. And if you want to be notified kung may bago po tayong upload, subscribe lang po kayo. And until next time, see you all po. Bye-bye! Happy weekend, taong bayan. Bye-bye!